Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we're back with 40th place by Squatch. It's Footloose. Oh gosh. Please do not be referencing that movie. No. -2 function penalty, -2 Footloose reference. Average score of 64. Parmesan is the only one that doesn't like it. Everyone else scored it, well, MJack scored it close to the average. The other two were above. You know, Parmesan has been getting kind of close to make me want to fire him. A nice introduction to that gimmick. Bye. Cool use for that gimmick. I like it. Bad introduction to that enemy. Good use of snakes, though. Oh, you jumped way farther than I thought you were going to. Oh, this is neat. And we can jump below. So it's showing us some different ways we can use those platforms. Oh, it's auto-scrolling. That's the other gimmick. Alright, well, auto-scrolling can kind of be a hit-or-miss sort of gimmick. 8 damage? You do 8 damage for that? I want to be up above. Rush, help me out here. I changed my mind. I do not want to be up above. Give me that easy. Those things jump way farther than what I think they would. Yeah, so the problem with auto-scroller is you can't go at your own pace. You're going at the pace the stage says you're going, and sometimes it could be too slow for your taste. Sometimes it could be too fast. You hoppers. I need to try and go underneath them on the right side. Or just, you know, do that. Ouch. In Mega Man 3, you can actually shoot, if you're on level ground with those needle things, you can shoot their needles and destroy them. You can't do that here in the Make a Good Mega Man level contest engine. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so I gotta get this one. Just get me out of here. Cool use for those. I like it. Okay, bye. Oh crap, I did not mean to do that! I have to repeat this? Why do I have to repeat this room? I mean, I don't mind the challenge in this room, but the checkpoint should be immediately... The checkpoint should be right here. Like, get rid of the needle thing that nobody likes and give me the checkpoint. So yeah, the problem with this is we don't know how far these are going to go out or how far they need to go out in these auto-scrollers, so, yeah. Okay. I guess just don't rush. I don't like those enemies. They're a little bit... Okay, bye. A little bit too hard. Okay, so I guess the key to this one is just... Don't be hasty. Oh, gosh. Oh. That's a unique use of that! I'm having issues. I handled that incorrectly at first. Cool use for the double gimmick there, I'll give it that. And I do like that you can save yourself with Rush. Oh, and we're at the end. Against this thing from Mega Man 6. Okay, well that does okay. Oh, of course, it's going to be weak to... homing sniper. Alright. At first I was not going to like the auto-scroll with the Hornet Man platforms there. I feel like it would be better when you know what's coming up, as opposed to like going through that on the first attempt there, and then you might not get into the trouble that I did with not hitting the thing soon enough and not realizing the situation soon enough. But that was a pretty fun stage, pretty fun challenges. Didn't really care for the enemies that the stage designer got stuck with. Footloose. I don't care for the title either. I don't mind short levels, but this one feels incomplete to me. The first half of the level is fine. It doesn't shatter new ground, but it's a solid start. You show the player the gimmicks and the enemies, which is great, and you get a solid feel for what's going on. Having the checkpoint at the first auto-scroller is really good, so that the level doesn't become tedious. I say this because that's exactly what happens in the second half. The room with the rollers is pretty good the first few times, but having it followed by a long and challenging auto-scroller was a genuinely bad choice. It turns that room into a tedious slog as you work your way through the auto-scroller and die 3/4 of the way through. Yeah, that's why the checkpoints, when you have the auto-scroller gimmick, the checkpoints have to be immediately before the auto-scrollers. And probably immediately after as well. Having the roller room and then more level before the auto-scroller would have done the level a lot of good so that the auto-scroller had its own checkpoint. The challenges in there are a mix of clever and unforgiving, which makes the final experience of the level not great. I didn't find the challenges that unforgiving. Then it just sort of ends. This level is definitely fixable, but in the end the product you showed us is too short and frustrating. I'm guessing because they only had 48 hours to make the stage. Just throwing that idea out there. But yeah, I would have liked more of the level. That said, I don't think what we have is a 52 out of 100 though. Ah yes, good auto-scroller usage. Not good checkpointing though. What is the sorcery? Jokes aside, I'm happy with how nicely paced the auto-scrollers were. It's always nice to have constant action without it being too fast and without it feeling like you're just waiting around while nothing happens. Another good thing was how the Hornet platforms were used. Yes, that was the best part of the stage. Not only did the extending mechanic get used well, but the retracting was also put to nice use. Yes, and also when to extend and retract too. Man, I hate that the word romp has been ruined forever in the context of these contests, because that's exactly what this level is, a romp. Rompy, even. A nice, pleasant trip from point A to point B, albeit not a very inspired one. Not a very inspired one. There was some clever usage of the things. This is why you've been fired like 5 times now. The perfect sort of level for a thought-terminated cliche to come in. Romp. Okay, what did I not like here? I didn't love the introduction of the Hairy Harries, where its needles are just close enough to the platform edge that you're out of their line of fire, even though it looks like you are. But on the other hand, I thought it was good that you could leave the helmets alone and get through the level since they're an awkward enemy type. And it's also kind of fun that some of the Hornet rolls stretch out super far. And yeah, rompy. You spent most of this just talking about romp and romp this and romp that and rompy. Maybe the functionality penalty here was a penalty for MJack. MJack, you get a -2 functionality penalty now. This was a cute little level. Makes good use of the gimmicks and enemies for the most part, and I had a pretty good time playing through it. Though there were a few smaller things holding it back. The enemy placement was really strange at times. The first auto-scroller would go from feeling empty to super crowded to empty again in a short period of time. Putting enemies on the Hornet rolls is nice in theory, but when they fall off, they become a little more useless. Mostly referring to the last spike room and the final auto-scroller on that one. I think that's kind of the point of the auto-scroller, is to be able to use those Hornet things to make the enemies useless. I like that part. Speaking of the last auto-scroller, there are a few unfortunate things going on there. It's really easy to set off a Hornet roll too early, which, given the auto-scroller, is basically a death sentence. Yeah, I learned that one. And then the one spot where you had to set it off early and then wait for it to retract so you could go down, but then you had the spot that wanted you to hit the one that goes left, and that was just too close to that other challenge where you had to wait for it to retract. The combination, I like the use of both of those concepts, but just not that close together. This isn't too bad on its own, but there's exactly one part of the auto-scroller where you have to start shooting the Hornet rolls quickly so you have time to get through. It's just a bit of whiplash having the game basically teach you to take it slow, especially the rolls right before the part you have to go faster being set up in a way where it's really easy to shoot them too soon, and then make you do it quickly can easily take people off guard and lead to people not realizing what's going on. Where did this sentence begin? This sentence is taking up like half the... Okay, it's like a 20-line sentence. And lead to people not realizing what's going on until it's too late. Kind of like this sentence. This run-on sentence. Okay, however, despite these problems here and there, I did enjoy the level overall. Yeah, I pretty much agree with Freems on this one. Alright, so that is that. I heard... Actually... I need to take in the teleporter guy, but I already started climbing back out. Now, that challenge I heard that was supposed to be unlocked in Tier 4 might be the side quest. Might be available now, so let's check that out. Looking for someone with an exclamation mark. Aha! Could they be the one? Apologies for my vagueness. I've been in quite the dilemma recently, and I'm searching for someone's help. I plan to retire very soon as a warrior, but I still wield a sword with a holy power. However, it wouldn't sit right with me to pass it down to someone who isn't truly worthy of it. If you're open to the proposition, then I have a challenge for you to prove your strength with the blade. Travel to the Air Lab simulation and defeat 50 unique enemies using only your Tengu blade. The dash will also do, but the wind disc will not count. The wind disc won't... Oh, okay, so the disc you send out. And you may want to bring a few W-tanks. If you can complete that challenge, then I'll feel more than comfortable bestowing this blade to you. What stage am I going to? Air Labs. Is that this? That's not Air Labs. Please don't let Air Labs be the one. Okay, good, it's not that one. This just in, I have no idea where Air Labs is. Can it? Prove yourself in Air Labs. I would love to prove myself in Air Labs. That's such a generic... Oh, that's the Canada one. That's such a generic name. Is it even in Tier 4? Doesn't seem like it's in Tier 4. Oh, it's in Tier 4. Okay. Do I have to kill all 50 of these enemies before dying? I'm trying to be fancy and do that. Oh, this was the one that was, like, really generically easy. Wasn't it? Yes. But that's okay. I feel like I should just grind this out here. That should count. Oh, we got 15. Yeah, I couldn't get in a position for that, Matt. Well, we're gonna find out real quickly about that whole death thing. Now, why did it stop counting? I noticed it stopped counting my... I did it again. I said it stopped counting my thing. Just get me on here. I can only kill the same enemy so many times? Why is it not counting anymore? Now it is. Well, it's not. So do I have to kill all of the enemies with the... I can get to kill that one. Hope that doesn't end up costing me. Need that health. Alright, it shouldn't, because there should be another enemy here. Success! Alright, now I can just focus on finishing this stage again. Thank you for the health. I made that way too close. Great. You know what? Let's just do it like this. I've already played this stage. Alright, away we go. Oh yeah, I don't know what the purpose of this spinny thing is. Other than doing that one challenge. So therefore, I'm gonna turn it off. Wait. Okay, and we have a boss fight. It's Blizzard Man. Blizzard Man, who's kind of tricky to hit with the flame mixer, so we'll just, you know, do that. Alright, let's go collect our reward. And see what that gets us from the shop. You've done it, haven't you? Excellent. Your warrior spirit is vibrantly radiating from you. Please, take the sword. You've easily proven yourself at this point. A cursed sword that thirsts for blood. Survival of the fittest forged into sharp metal. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make use of that. We'll head back here, we'll check out the junk shop. I'm not gonna worry about other quests opening up in this particular episode. The Judgment Silver Sword, yeah, let's do it. A Met Hat? Enforces the fury of God upon the weak. This holy upgrade makes all weapons instantly kill any Met-type enemy. That's not the type of upgrade I'm gonna have active. Cause, you know, it doesn't really feel like the type of advancement that Mega Man should be getting. I'll explore around the boat, see if there's any... I'm not gonna recheck every tier, but I'll check, like, all the rooms and that. Just see if there's anything else. If there is, we'll do that next time before we get into the first Tier 8 stage. But for now, I'll take my leave.